Every publicly traded real estate company today is not making any money. They're all unprofitable. You guys can pull it up, but not a single publicly traded real estate company makes any money right now. They're all in the red. Now, knowing they're not making money, that means they're not making investments back into their agents. They're not taking it the extra mile for growth, for culture, and retention. And we made it very simple, with no BS, no buffering, for them to be able to make passive income. Again, the average realtor is in their mid-50s, about 55, 56, with no retirement plan in sight. So we just simplified it. You bring on 10 agents as a new agent in Axen Realty. Within about 6 months, you're probably going to be making about $250,000 a year. You bring on 20, that's going to make you about $500,000 a year passive. You want to make $1 million a year, you'll get 40 level 1 agents. So you just simplify the entire revenue share plan. There's no 5, 6, or 7 levels. It's 4. And again, that's the reason, the benefit of the customer, which is our case, the agent. Now, as we do roll this thing forward with more money for the agents, revenue share that's simplified to actually make them passive income into retirement, we want to roll out some exclusives that no one else in the country can do. That includes the like of nationwide developments. You guys saw in the other room, if you walked into the booths, if you put on the VR headsets, that system alone cost $800,000. Just to program that for the Tampa deal. There's no other real estate company that can really pioneer or is even forefront enough that's doing that at a national scale. Making the investments for agents to be able to sell developments across the country, not just the ones in Tampa or San Antonio or Vegas that we're doing, or Los Angeles, but nationwide. Coast to coast, allowing agents not to be dependent on their local market, but to really help clients build wealth across the country, leveraging technology like the VR, and really diversify their business completely. Now, it's awesome to be able to sell developments, but you have to go a step further. Like I mentioned, within this 15 minutes I've got on stage here, agents right now are losing right now online. 88,000 people are going to Zillow before I jump off here. So how in the world can we win and get agents not losing that business to Zillow, to Redfin, to Homes.com? Well, it just comes down to simply following the game differently. So all we've done is we just put together a tech stack for the agents to be able to compete with and win locally. We already know Google today has about 90% of the market share. That means 90% of people, when they pull up their phone, their iPad, their computer, they pull up Google. And Google is going to give them search results locally. And all we've done is we've just given the package and the blueprint for every single agent to win with and compete and beat Zillow at their own game, knowing what's happening, to build their own brand and not to pay 40% referral fees. Very, very simple. However, though, most companies are not wanting to give out the details because agents are so insecure, the top ones at each respective brand or company, that agents are going to, quote, steal their customers. But being an agent-first brokerage, we're not going to hold back any of the details. We're going to give it back to everybody. Let everybody take it as far as they want to. So again, all we're doing here is we're just taking what agents most want. More money, more support, more freedom, and giving them a platform to win once again. Without anything about us winning as a company, just putting the agents first, given what's happening in the industry right now. And then, of course, right now, we're on a plan to go public. Within the next 24 to 36 months, we're going to have, give or take, about 100,000 agents. The company's worth probably a few $1 billion, and everybody's going to benefit from the equity of that happening. And being able to retire if they want to, but ideally not, just being able to have the assets to exit when they want to. So it's all going to be tied in there. And making it even easier, most companies, as you guys probably know, there's a cap, meaning you have to pay in $12,000, $15,000, $16,000 a year. And for an agent to move their license, there's some frustration with that. It delays the sales cycle. So to make it easier, we just remove that objection completely. They can move their license immediately over to our company. We will honor their cap they paid into their prior company, and they owe us nothing for the first year. Just make it a no-brainer altogether. Also, knowing there's 2 million real estate agents in America, we've made it easier for every agent to come on board, because 700,000 of them don't produce at all. They can hang their license at our referral brokerage in every state, pay no fees, just refer agents to us, get paid the rev share, and also benefit from the referral income of any buyers and sellers. So don't have to pay NAR the $1,000 a year, and we still have a great location to hang 700,000 licenses. Now, if you're wondering how is this all possible, it's just because we're just using Business Philosophy 101. Whoever spends the most money is going to win. And that's all we're doing here. We're just investing more time, more energy, more money in continuing the innovation. Now, if you're wondering what you can do to similarly speed up growth, like a fun challenge, I would say, something I do, I'm not sure if you guys want to do this, but something I would recommend. Every evening before you go to bed, if you really are just crazy, take your phone out if you have an iPhone, and you would pull up the message app, and you would go to the send later option. So every night, I'd recommend pull up the message app, and you're going to go messages, you type the message up, and there's a send later feature. And before you go to bed, you're going to find 10 people of things, projects, it could be clients, it could be coworkers, it could be recruits that you weren't able to get to that day. And you're going to schedule a message out for the morning prior. And it's going to be at least an hour to 2 hours prior to you waking up. And what's going to happen then is because the people that you weren't able to get to, now you're going to have 10 texts before you even wake up of, quote, stuff to do. Because in my opinion, no real agent or loan officer is at capacity. No one's really pushing the limits of what they can achieve. So my recommendation is, again, just simplify it, force yourself to be productive. So again, every evening, just pre-schedule out 10 texts on missing projects, outstanding tasks that you haven't been able to get to, and you're going to be busy. You do the same thing when you wake up in the morning. Before you even check your phone, you do the same thing. So you're going to wake up in the morning, everybody does this, and you have things that pop in your head, things you need to get to for work, and you're immediately going to do the same thing with your iPhone. Hey Siri, and you type out 10 text messages to 10 people on projects, ideas, clients, and now you're going to have at least 20 text messages by the time you get out of the shower of, quote, stuff to do. You're going to immediately slam your calendar with things that are not getting done now. So if you're looking to really just amplify the growth and be not, quote, busy, but just amplify your activity. Because I don't see enough agents achieving what they most want, or loan officers. Like Mike mentioned, he wants to do an extra 1 loan per LO a month. And it really comes down to your activity levels. So just simplify it, maximize your activity levels, and you can have a whole lot of fun with it. So overall theme here, again, I'm only 27, just maximize people, partnerships, and AI, and you guys can achieve the world. I hope to see you guys next year. Have a great day.